What's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. Book entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father. Amazon Kindle Creates Space. Link will be in the description box below as always. The Black Male Awakening, or the Classic Man Awakening. Depends on how you want to look at it, right? I've been thinking. And brothers have been waking up, and it's causing a disturbance in the force. Because in some ways, I would say the last decade freed a lot of black men and showed a lot of black men a lot of different things, from young to old. And it caused people to look at things realistically and not idealistically, whatever. And what I mean by that is when it comes to America as a country, when it comes to racism, white supremacy, when it comes to the relationships between men and women, um, everything actually freed us, you know. And I think because of that, this newfound freedom in this way, it makes people uncomfortable. Like, and what I mean by America, black men have always known what America represent, what it stood for, but there was always a game to be played. And Barack Obama checkmated that game by becoming the president, and with his presidency showing black men how it doesn't matter if you pull yourself up by your bootstraps and you do all the right things and um, how can I say this? Play by the rules and be a model citizen. Just be a regular patriotic American. Even if you're a black man who does all that and you become a president, you're gonna be the most hated person in for America in a sense. You're gonna get the most death threats, so people still want to kill you, even if you do things the right way by their standards, right? And then the complete hypocrisy of the Donald Trump presidency, when those standards don't really have to apply. And it also it woke brothers up to, like, you know what? It really doesn't matter how good or bad we are, and our history backs that up. But the presidency part made it crystal clear for everybody. You know. On top of that, um, the fact that as president, all he did was, for the most part, he disrespected the black community, especially the black man, a lot. So that lets you know that to get to that office and be all those things and to be demonized in the way he was and his family was, wife and children included, for, for him to direct a lot of his anger towards the black community because of that, and still actually look out for the same people that wanted to kill him, that woke a lot of brothers up. Like, damn, this country really ain't for us in any kind of way. But once again, it's a freeing thing, because unlike when Martin Luther King said, I feared that I'm integrating my people into a burning house," we actually got to see, if you even get in that house, they'll turn a blowtorch on you. So it meant a lot. As an accomplishment, it was a dope thing. But the things that ensued helped a lot of brothers out. It woke a lot of brothers up. Like, okay, you know, and now we understand how, we're all on one accord as far as, we already know the system is rigged, the country's rigged. for us to, even if we succeed, to get taken down a peg or two, even if we succeed. And we have to succeed against all odds also. Have to do some unprecedented type shit. And so the same goes with racism, white supremacy. Brothers are woke to that, to the point where your interaction with the police, some people just want you to survive. Other people but most brothers have the mindset of, y'all do whatever the hell y'all want to do. I mean, y'all kill me if y'all want to and get away with it. Y'all write up these bogus tickets. Y'all can do whatever y'all want to do. So guess what? Me trying to be an American citizen and know my rights, yeah, blah blah blah, freedom of speech, blah blah blah. Look, you just gonna do whatever you want to do and hide behind racism and white supremacy. So the interactions are even different because, when you're dealing with people who use racism and white supremacy, because everybody who uses it isn't white. You know, people of all races and genders use racism and white supremacy against black men, including black men. But us awakening to it points it out, and it really sends a shock to people's system, because it doesn't matter what they say. Even I'm a Christian. Yeah, whatever. You're a Christian until you're dealing with a black man. I know. You work for the devil right now, so it's cool. And then, no, it's because of all of these. Yeah, sure. You're gonna nitpick and make up something, and you're gonna nitpick until you find a loophole that you can get away with. Hey, we already know how this works. So, the last hired, first fired thing. Brothers are waking up, awake to the idea that what, you know, everything is set up so we do not succeed in this place, and if we succeed, people get jealous that we succeed. So guess what? They'll use racism and white supremacy as their weapon to, get rid of us or kill us or, just knock us down or just try to rob us of our money, because that's the first thing. Take his money, take his money, But in the same country where they don't want to give out reparations for stealing people's land, labor, and land, but when people earn something and they're black men, they tell them take their money, the money that they've actually earned. But see, they don't do that to other people. They don't do that to other people. You can notice it. That's the hypocrisy of the media and the system and people's ability to play into it so well, because they use it so opportunistically. So because of that, brothers awake like, hey, I got you, pimp. I know what you want. It's all good. You are my enemy, and you want to play as my friend. And even when they go, but we're in this together, brother. We even peep that out. We're not really in it. We're not in this together, brother. What it is you need my help right now. You're gonna try to stab me in the back the minute I turn around. After you get what you want. So us being able to, we're freely just calling it how we see it all the time, treating it as it is all the time. We're not waiting for it to play out, because it's not but it's not like that all the time. You're right, it's not like that all the time, but hey, 85%, that's good enough for me. And then when people don't fit that stereotype, we let them know, look, this is how it is. Don't act like you don't know, because you've seen it a million times in your life. This is what people do. And people are starting to admit this. And this is the thing I talked about a long time ago. Technology is going to expose racism and white supremacy, because everything's happening so fast that they can't hide the level of contradiction because of the way just life in the universe works. And this spills into brothers waking up with relationships. See, black men are awake to the point where a woman's, it's a fair exchange. A woman's body is equal to a man's body. A woman's time is equal to a man. A man's time is equal to a woman's time. And what I mean by that is this: sex is not a usable weapon anymore. The idea that you're gonna find a woman who loves you and takes care of you for you, guys are waking up to that. And I'm gonna tell you what started that. Actual single mothers, because young boys were around their single mothers and they were seeing the things that their mothers did that weren't cool. They saw the games that their mothers played that wasn't cool. And they were able to peep these games in the young women because they taught these young women the same thing. So now these guys are like, you know what? When you're gonna move the goalposts, that's cool. You can move the goalposts, but I'm gonna stay on the field. I just get another goalpost and bring it back here, and it throws people off because now black men are valuing themselves more than they're valuing your company. And now women don't know how to adjust. You see, I mean, crazy part about it is you see America, like white men in particular cracking up and black women in particular cracking up. And it's because, and part of it has to do with black men awakening, because we're seeing things how it is. We're beating you at your own game. And everybody's seeing how you're trying to change up the game once you lost. And now it's just like sports. Life has become a sport where everybody knows the rules, and because of social media, everything is so public. Everything happens publicly. It's not hidden behind closed doors anymore. Everything that was dark about America has come to the light because of technology. So now that we all know the rules, there is no hiding behind uh, bureaucracy, religion, gender, economics, um, um, law, morality, there's this emotions. You have a mental illness. All of that is going out the window. And it's giving black men a beautiful time to actually sit back, breathe, look at the country, and be like, I'm woke now. And we all know, uh, a lot of us, the classic men in particular, are better than most people across the board. You know, that's why other people have to unite. That's why people have to unite. That's why people have such a visceral response to us. That's why people think it's all, coming together like Voltron to cheat us out of something is just so honorable and normal, because they already know they can't win. And the fact that this country is so far in debt and is probably not getting out of debt anytime soon now, people want black men to fix it. And we're not going to fix it. Y'all don't build anything. This ain't the time to build nothing. Be perfectly honest with you. Let this country crumble. We'll build when it's done. Because we'll see who's really builders then. Because when everything falls to pieces, that's when it's actually a level playing field. And we'll see who really about that life. Because a lot of times what people are asking us to do right now is to actually rebuild the country so they could be re-cemented in their positions, because their positions are shaky right now. That's what's going on. And black men are woke. And we see that.